Comrade Hipkins, these are very serious issues that Dr Muriel Newman is warning Kiwis about. Comrade Hipkins, are you going to be the same ideologist as your predecessor, the New Zealand Queen of Disinformation and Tyrant Dictator, a socialist, Marxist, communist? Or are you going to pluck up courage and have an open, honest, public debate and tell the truth about what you are planning for New Zealanders behind their backs?
The amazing thing to me is that there has been so little debate in New Zealand about what seems to me a very clear plan for apartheid in your country.
Well, you're right, Andrew. It was introduced under the United Nations Declaration of Indigenous Peoples, so it was a plan to implement that international agenda, if you like. And what came out of it was, in fact, Hipurpur, which is a plan for tribal control by 2040, which is the 200-year anniversary of the treaty, signing of the Treaty of Waitangi. And that report was produced in 2019, but the government kept it secret, even from their coalition partner, New Zealand First, for the whole of 2020. And then the election came along and they kept it secret then. And now that they have total power, total control, they are implementing it at speed. And it is extremely frightening because most Kiwis have no idea what's going on. They see changes happening every day and wonder what on earth is driving it. And unfortunately, we're in a situation where the government has spent $55 million on a public interest broadcasting fund, which is something that the media can apply for to get grants. And one of the conditions of doing that is that they have to, if you like, speak out in favour of this treaty partnership agenda, which is the reason that the Maori sovereignty movement is giving for wanting to take 50% of control of New Zealand. The reality is that the treaty brought equality, equal rights for all New Zealanders, and that is the way this country has developed. There's been a strong movement, I guess, from sovereignty activists that sort of arose in the 80s. But somehow over recent years, they've managed to march into many institutions in New Zealand and take over positions of some power. They've marched now into government. And as I said, that because the Labour Party doesn't need a coalition partner anymore under our MMP electoral system, it means that the Maori caucus actually have a lot of control over cabinet. And we're quite afraid, really, that they are being given their head. They're not being reined in. And so we've got this headlong rush to Maori control. You mentioned the Maori health system or the Maori Health Authority, which will end up with the right of veto over the whole health system. We've got, at the moment, we're fighting a battle against Three Waters, where the government's got this plan to centralise control of all water services, that's wastewater, stormwater and freshwater in New Zealand, take it away from councils and centralise it in 4 authorities, and they'll be half controlled by local iwi. And of course, that'll give them essentially the right of veto over water in New Zealand. And all this is going on without an open debate. It's going on secretly. I mean, we're sort of picking up on it, but, you know, we're small voices trying to warn the country that this is underway and they should, number one, be aware of it. And if they don't like it, they should damn well speak out about it.
Comrade Hipkins, these are very serious issues that Dr Muriel Newman is warning Kiwis about. Comrade Hipkins, are you going to be the same ideologist as your predecessor, the New Zealand Queen of Disinformation and Tyrant Dictator, a socialist, Marxist, communist? Or are you going to pluck up courage and have an open, honest, public debate and tell the truth about what you are planning for New Zealanders behind their backs?